Hi, I'm author Darlene Panzera, and today we're going to talk about conferences and take you on tour to the Southwest Washington Conference. First of all, what do you pack for a conference? You want to have comfortable shoes. Okay, otherwise you're going to be wearing Band-Aids before the conference is over, so make sure your feet are comfy, and you want to wear layers. Conferences sometimes the rooms can have air conditioning where it's too cool or too hot, and you want to be able to take off multiple layers and make yourself comfortable during the conference. It's also good if you can wear clothes that can kind of go together. You might wear like a sweater over your slacks one night and a vest with it the next day. Try and pack as compact as you can into your suitcase. And always bring some room snacks, because you never know if you're going to be hungry at the end of the night, and you might want to dive into your own room snacks, especially if the dinner wasn't very good, although most times at conferences the food is excellent. So when you first sign up for a conference, you have a list of classes to choose from. At any given time, there's probably 3, 4, maybe even 5 classes going on at the same time, and you have to pick one from each hour slot. And so over the course of 2 days, you could take 8 to 10 different classes. There might be master classes available. There might be keynote speakers, and with all very valuable information on writing, the craft of writing, what to expect with the writing life. As an author, I think writing conferences are fantastic. As a new writer, you want to go to conferences to learn the craft of writing through all the multiple classes they have, great instruction, and you want to network with other people and get to know people in the industry, the editors, the agents, the other authors. Networking is huge, and that's why even traditionally published New York Times bestselling authors still go to conferences. Why? And it's to connect with other writers, other people, make connections, hear insider tips, see what's going on in the publishing industry. There's so much that you can learn just by listening in the hallways. Going to an in-person conference, you can make a lot of those really good connections. You can find critique partners, connect with someone who might want to help you brainstorm your story. And as opposed to online, where you watch the class, yes, you may learn, but you don't really have those in-depth connections that an in-person conference can offer. Not all conferences are the same, but some have raffle baskets, which make it an awful lot of fun. They offer food and appetizers, and usually the authors are able to do a book signing. So if you're a published author, you can bring your books, sell your books at the conference, meet potential new readers. Or if you aren't published yet, you can meet the authors, ask them questions. This is your chance to ask in-person questions to someone you highly admire. It's always great to bring business cards. Even if you're not published yet, have your name. If you have a website, put that on your business card. If you don't have your Facebook page or a blog page, make sure your email and your contact information is on your business card. And just have your picture so they can identify you and remember who you were when they saw you. And have a way that people can get in touch with you, other authors, friends you meet, editors, agents. You can slip them your business card if they ask for a partial or a full part of your manuscript. If you aren't published yet and you're just starting out, make sure you have a one-line pitch, not a huge paragraph, not a page, but one line, telling what your story is about. This is called a 30-second elevator pitch. The concept is that if you were stuck in the elevator with an editor or agent and they asked, what do you write? What is your story about? You could tell them in just one sentence that hooks their interest, making them want to hear more. A key benefit to going to an in-person conference is that you can meet an editor or agent and sign up to pitch your story. Sometimes you might only have 10, 15 minutes to meet them, greet them, give them your business card, talk about your story. But that in-person connection is so huge, because many times the big publishing houses will not look at your story if you don't have an agent. And this is your chance to get in. Now, my first conference, I didn't know what I was doing. And I found out there's New York publishers and editors and agents coming to this conference. I said, I want to go. And I pitched my story, And I had no idea what I was doing. I thought it was great. I'm going along fine. And it was a rejection. But you never know what can happen, because the funny thing is, several years later, I got published with that same story by that publisher, and I ended up working with that same exact agent. And you never know what connections are gonna turn around, and it's just funny. Now we laugh about it. So what I really liked about this particular conference is that I knew particular authors were going to be there. Some I haven't seen in a long time and I wanted to connect with. There was a very prestigious author there that I admire, who I really wanted to say hi to. I bought her books, and I learned about dialogue and going deeper into character and plotting and how to write your story. These classes are just amazing, and they can enhance your writing career. By the time you come home, you'll have a whole notebook full of notes, which is a reminder, bring a notebook and pen in addition to your business cards. And it can just launch your career in new directions and open opportunities. You can connect with others and find opportunities that you wouldn't have had if you had just stayed home. So while I highly recommend going to an in-person conference, if you absolutely cannot afford it or it's beyond your ability, definitely sign up for an online conference, and you can still get fantastic teaching, and sometimes they do have virtual rooms where you can connect with some other authors. And sometimes you can even pitch to editors and agents through online, like Zoom. Get yourself some books on the craft of writing. There are so many books on how to write characters, dialogue, plotting. Just even your library has a section on writing that you can check books out, and immerse yourself into the craft of writing and learn as much as you can. Thank you for watching, and if you like this content, please like and subscribe to our channel. That way you won't miss out on future videos.